In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I locked in a legitimate cash buyer to add to my buyers list to sell some wholesale deals to. And not just that, I'm actually bringing you in on the actual conversations. You can hear how you should talk to these buyers. So again, you can get them on your cash buyers list and start selling them some wholesale deals. This is Mike Hill, the Wholesaling Titan, and welcome to the channel where I teach new wholesalers how to do their first deal in the next 4 to 6 weeks and how to set up your systems to consistently do multiple 4 and 5 figure deals every month thereafter, largely on autopilot, so you can fire your boss and start living life on your own terms. Now, before we jump into the call, let me break down something for you really quickly. One of the things I teach my students is to never let your efforts go to waste. Everything you do should be multiplying your results. So let me explain. Let's say you've got a property under contract, right? You start blasting out Facebook ads, posting in Facebook groups, putting it on Facebook Marketplace, maybe sending out some mailers, and then you get crickets, right? There's no traction. It kind of feels like you're wasting time, right? Well, that would be wrong. See, your marketing should be directing potential buyers to your website where you have a capture box to capture their information. That way, even if they don't want this particular property, they might want the next one. So even though you're advertising again for that one property, you're simultaneously advertising your entire wholesaling business. So again, they might not buy this one, but you get their information. And then when you send an email blast out on a different property, maybe 6 weeks later, they're going to buy that one. So your marketing efforts are not in vain. Now, a quick bonus tip, the way that I set this up on my buyer site and my software, REI Titan, has this as a pre-built template for you. So all my students are using this as well, is that when a buyer comes to the site, there's a box to capture their email address and it's right smack in the middle, right in their face. And it says, enter your email to sign up to get our exclusive deals before they hit the website. So there's a compelling reason for that buyer to take action. They're going to get deals first before they get posted on the site. And I just ask for the email, not even a first name, because it's a minimal ask and I want minimal resistance. And again, that capture box, it's front and center above the fold, meaning you don't have to scroll down on the page to get to it. Now, once they drop the email, it goes to a confirmation page that says, thanks for signing up. You're on our email list. And look, you can now just look at what we already have kind of passively. Or you can place an order and then there's a survey that captures their buy box. So they're going to put in all their criteria, what their budget is, what areas they're looking for, what they've purchased, how they're paying for properties. And the people that take the time to fill this out will end up being your most serious buyers. And you can then tailor your marketing to find them exactly what they want. And they go on your VIP buyers list. And all this information is sent and stored inside of your CRM, by the way. Now, in addition, there's also a little bit of qualification here. So the text above that survey says, listen, if you're going to fill this out, we will essentially be doing free marketing for you. Okay. We're going to be spending money, spending time, spending resources to find you exactly what you want. But the understanding is that when we find you what you ask for, that you're going to be ready, willing, and able to buy it. Okay, so back to this concept of not wasting any efforts and multiplying the effects of those efforts. The same concept applies when you're cold calling sellers. Once you've got them on the phone, maximize that conversation. So if they're not interested in selling, no problem. But make sure you hit them with some follow-up questions, okay? You got any other properties you consider selling? Do you know anybody who's looking to sell? Then you can give them some information on who you are, what you do, and how this could be in their best interest, like paying a referral fee, for example. But some of these owners are going to be investors themselves. And then you want to ask them, well, what are you interested in buying? Are you still in the market, still looking for something? And that's exactly what happened on today's call. I called this guy to see if he was a motivated seller, and it turns out he's an investor. So instead of just moving on, I flipped the script. I got the info I needed and added him to my buyers list. And this is another way that you can add to your database of real cash buyers without any extra effort, right? You're already on the call. So this strategy has worked for me over and over again, and not just me, right? It's worked for my students too. One of my guys, actually, Donovan, he did, I think it was his very first deal this way, and I actually think I have our text exchange on my website. If not, I gotta add it there. But he told me, he said, Mike, I almost hung up the phone. And at the very last second, I remember what you said about asking if they knew of anyone else who wanted to sell, after he got that initial no. And it turns out, I think it was like the dude's aunt or something that was motivated. He got their contact information from that person, and that one question made him thousands of dollars. All right, so enough talk. Let's go ahead and dive into the call so you can hear how this is done live. And really quickly, if you want my help getting your first or next deal within the next 6 weeks, doing deals consistently every single month, and or scaling your business, I do a few free one-on-one coaching calls each week. I'll look at where you are, whether you've already started but don't have results yet, or you've done some deals already, or I don't know, you're brand spanking new, okay? I'll show you what mistakes you're making, break down what's holding you back, answer all of your questions, bring a lot of those, nothing's off the table, and I'll give you a custom roadmap to get you paid. Now, the call is free, but there are only a few spaces each week. They do fill each week. Again, this is me taking them personally, at least at this time. So if you want in, hit the link in the description and book your call today.
Gibson,
Hey,
who's calling?
hey, Robert. My name is Mike. It's a cold call, man. It's a little bit out the blue.
What do you want, Mike?
So pretty straightforward so far. This guy is a little bit short. Recognize that, kind of matching that same energy. So very direct, just kind of to the point. Calling about a property I'm looking about online. 22nd Avenue.
What about it?
Yeah, just reach out, see if you might be interested in selling it.
Yeah, all my properties are for sale.
Okay, are you
Litigation, listen to me. I acquire properties through litigation. I clear title, and then I sell them to investors way below market.
Awesome. So I'm actually in the business. I've been here 13 years, acquiring kind of distressed properties, ideally looking for rehabs. So remember, initially I'm calling to see if he's a motivated seller. Now, after hearing him talk a little bit, it makes sense to me to maybe pivot this call, because this is someone who's probably not distressed or motivated, and they would be much better suited to be a cash buyer that I can recruit for my list. At this point, it doesn't seem clear that he understands that I've kind of made that pivot. So now I'm just going to try and clarify to tell him who I am, what I do, and how we can potentially help each other. But it sounds like you might be better for my buyers list, in the case where, if you want to buy something from me, this is what I do all day, and I'd be happy to send you some
Yeah,
stuff.
look, everybody in my family is a real estate agent. I don't need agents.
Yeah, I'm not an agent. Just to be clear, what I do is I'd get distressed properties, and I get them, 50 to 70% undervalued, and I sell them off to my cash buyers.
Okay, yeah, well, the problem is I'm looking for more money than that. I mean, I leave a lot of money, but not that much money, okay?
But would you be interested in purchasing something? I mean, if you tell me what you're looking
No,
for.
no, you don't understand. I acquire my properties really low, but I have to go through litigation to acquire them, and I don't always win. And sometimes, even when I win, there's issues I got to clear up later. So it's a different kind of vocation, but it works well for me.
So if you remember, initially this guy was very short. Now he's starting to open up. He's talking a little bit more. Some people could even interpret this as somewhat, maybe a little bit arrogant. Maybe it could be. Maybe the guy is a little arrogant. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just proud of what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to explain to me his process. Either way, I'm trying to build some rapport. Let the guy talk. Some people just always want to overtalk people. Just shut up. Listen to him. Hear what he has to say, and then decide if there's something where you can help him out. Fair enough. Congrats on that. And if you do, just FYI, man, if you want to give me your criteria, let's say, hey, I want Lake Worth, I want this area, I want 50%,
Yeah.
30%,
Okay. Okay. Look.
you let me
That
know.
particular property. That particular property has already been sold at auction, and I'm with the. And I'm not the mortgagor on any of these. I haven't had a mortgage in geez, I don't know, 25 years.
Hmm.
Um, I'm fighting with the bank. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want to litigate with me anymore, so they're paying me off. That happens from time to time.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually I just win them outright.
That's awesome. Listen, I totally get it. What I'm saying is, if you want to buy more, I can bring you things as well, just so you can look
Yeah,
at
but
them.
I don't. But you can't sell to me what I acquire them for. You
But
know how much I
I
acquire. You know how much I acquired that property that you're talking about in on 22nd Avenue. I paid
tell me,
$2,500.
that's okay.
I paid
You got
twenty
me.
five
You got me
hundred
there.
dollars for it.
You got me there. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I got a property in Boynton Beach. I'm in it with taxes and everything about $60,000 in the open
mhm.
417 right now. Of course, open door. I don't sell open door because they're nuts.
Yes, yes, they
but
are. Absolutely.
but it does give you a you know a range.
So he's telling me a little bit more about what he does, essentially saying like, "Hey, he's got this on lock. You know, he's kind of the man. He knows what he's doing. That's cool, right? It's no hate in my game. But what I will say to him is, listen, man, you sound like you know what you're doing, but I take that as a challenge. Let me see if I can get you something even better than what you think. Put me to the test. Let's see if we can work together." And I mean, it sounds like you're doing amazing. It seems a bit of a challenge, and that's kind of where I'm intrigued. I think there's potential, and what I'm saying is, don't take my word for it, right? Tell me kind of what you're looking for, and let's see if I can get you what you
All right,
need.
all right, do this for me, okay? Let me give you my email address.
Yeah, that'd be great.
.com.
Okay.
This is a bad number for me.
Okay.
This is my 92-year-old mother's number that I'm about to disconnect because all she gets are scam calls these days. My number is 500.
Mm-hmm.
I take calls from 8 in the morning till midnight, 7 days a week. All right?
Gotcha.
Send me your contact information. Give me I need a street address. I need a street address that I can tie you to, and
Yep.
let me do my due diligence. Okay?
Not a problem. And what I'm gonna do in that email, I'll tell you a little bit about me. We have a family-owned business. My mom's been a um, attorney in New York, so we're acquiring properties in similar fashion for over 20 years. I've been in business 30 years. I'm a Duke University graduate. And what I would ask for you in that email is I'd like to know some of the criteria because I don't want to send you the bullshit, basically. And whatever it is that you're looking for, if I can't get it for you, you won't hear from me. I'm not going to send you nonsense. Okay, so I get his contact information, email, and phone number, and now the ball is in my court. It's on me to make sure that I establish this relationship, to show him what I offer, what I bring to the table. So I reached out with an email introducing myself, talking about what I have to offer. This is another reason why it's important to make sure you have a website, have that web presence. Most buyers will want to do some due diligence and look you up and kind of see what you're about. Send him a text message. Hey, this is Mike. It was nice talking to you, etc. And from here, now I've got to deliver.
All right.
I'll send you some info, and I would love to connect. And however we can do business together, I'm sure there's an opportunity there.
All right.
All
All right.
right, Robert. Thanks a
Take
lot. I
care. All right.
appreciate it.
No problem. Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so that one was pretty short and sweet, but the point being is that sometimes you can pivot. You just never know who you're going to talk to. So be open-minded, ask a lot of questions. You'll get referrals, you'll get cash buyers. And I always talk to my students about this idea of 6 degrees of separation. You just never know who can make a referral. You don't know who. Chances are right now you know somebody who either wants to sell or buy a property, or you know someone who knows someone, or you know someone who knows someone who knows someone. But really, 6 degrees of separation max. And with social media, there have been studies that actually show that this is closer to like 2.5. And if you're not familiar, 6 degrees of separation is just that study. I want to say Cornell, where they ran it, where they basically said you can get to any other person on the planet through 6 or less intermediaries. Okay, in terms of who knows who. So on that note, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Please like that. Click the like button, smash that smash the like button. click subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Remember, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, I have a few free one-on-one coaching calls I do each week. They do fill up each week, so it's first come, first served. We'll look at your business or look at where you are. Even if you haven't started yet, we'll look at where you are right now. I'll give you some feedback. Sometimes what you need to stop doing is just as important as what you need to be doing. So we'll look at any mistakes that you're making right now. I'll diagnose any issues, give you some pointers moving forward, answer all your questions, and give you a game plan. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Please do smash that like button, subscribe for new videos with those notifications on. Leave any questions, any comments, any suggestions for new videos in the comment section below. And I appreciate you guys. All right, thanks. See you in the next video. Peace.